Welcome back to Talk Dirty to Me. And today we're just going to talk about random stuff like the holiday season and stuff like that. Um, yeah, not really much to talk about. I mean, we've covered a lot of basics of trash.
Oh yeah.
For me, holiday season's like one of the busiest seasons. Like we're always struggling to get caught back up, or we don't really want to work Saturdays, and all of us have to work Saturdays, and it's something we don't really want
Well,
to do.
most of us got to
Um,
work Saturdays.
right. Well, I had to work Saturday, so
Right.
uh,
But
and
depending on what line of business you're in, sometimes you can get a little bit ahead where you're at. Resi
right.
guys can't do that because that's just too many people that we're going to miss if we call ahead. But in front load, you guys can work a little ahead sometimes and only have to come in for like a few hours to get
Right.
everything finished up and pick up any work orders that people that might have been like hey hot misses or whatever. But with roll off guys, sometimes
They
they
don't
get
even gotta
lucky.
work, man.
Sometimes they get lucky and they don't even got to come in because they don't have anything for them to do, especially around this season
Ain't
where everything starts slowing down too much. You know what I'm saying?
right. That's
You
just
know.
nuts. It's just very, very nuts.
Also, for all you guys tuning in with us now, sorry we're a little late. Sean decided he was going to treat this like a job and sleep in a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
I could not even believe that I freaking overslept today.
well,
Like
I mean,
it's because like my sleep schedule is so far off right now. Usually on Saturdays I'll sleep in.
yep.
And Sundays I wake up, do the wake up a little bit early. I wake up around 7 on Sundays and get ready for everything. That way
Hmm.
my next week starts. Well, with
But
having to work Saturday and getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning,
yep,
it kind
yep,
of threw me way off.
right,
Like
because it now made you feel like today was your Saturday.
right,
you
right,
know.
yeah.
And,
So now now
I'm
I'm a
going
bit
to say
off.
this again. You're treating this like a job, and
Mm-hmm.
like normal work days, you're always late. So
Yeah, I
here
definitely
you
am.
go.
Yeah. Hey, except when I start at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I'm gonna from now on, Sean. Your new schedule is going to be 3 o'clock start.
Right.
Period. So
Yo,
when
can
you're
you
coming at
believe
four
that?
o'clock, bro, you're going to be fine.
Right. Could you believe that? Like I start at 3 a.m. I'm here on time. I'm at work on time.
Right.
But like when I gotta start at 4, oh my god, dude. Like it's just a struggle. But like the rest of the day, like after work and stuff, I'm just beat.
Oh, it
I
kills you,
know
man.
I know on I know on what was it? Yeah, on Saturday,
Hmm.
I actually had to pull over and take a nap, bro. On the way heading to dump the
You
truck.
took your lunch break and took a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. I
power
had
nap.
yep for like
Yep.
15 minutes. I
We
wouldn't
all
have
do
made it.
that, man.
I wouldn't have
We
made
all
it.
do, we all do have to do that sometimes, man.
Right.
Especially when it gets colder out and you got that heat blasting on you in the
Right.
truck, and then you kind of like roll the window down halfway and you're getting snow in your face and stuff, and you're like, all right, let me just find a gas station, pull over for a quick second, and then we're just gonna I heard me talking.
Yeah. I tried to pull it up on
And then we
my.
just pull over for quick 15 20 minute nap, and sometimes you can't even find that gas station because you're out in the middle of the country, so you just find a good enough spot on the road and just four ways on, zonk out, put your alarms on. Once in a while you might have a guy that comes by and starts going and then knocking
Yeah.
on your window, and you're just freaking like, "Whoa, holy crap!" And you're thinking as a cop, "Are you okay? Are you alive in there?" Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
What do you got that Narcan shot or that Narcan stuff in your hand for?
Whoa, yeah,
They're about to
what?
hit you.
Bro, that crap is so crazy though.
It
I start seeing
happens.
billboards all the time now about like carry Narcan with you and be there to help somebody out. I'm like, bro, it's getting a little out of hand with stuff. Like real crazy, you know what I mean? Like whether it's mostly heroin, whatever is going around, it's getting so bad that now we're trying to ask the public to start helping out and carry Narcan with them now.
Did you see the vending machines over by in the town we work in? Did you see the vending machines over there? They
No,
got Narcan vending machines, bro.
really.
Hell yeah.
I
You
mean,
can go right in there and get a
I know
Narcan.
that Ithaca, they started doing safe spots, where people can shoot up now, like buildings people go to have a safe environment to shoot up now. Because I'm like, isn't that nuts, bro? Like, why
Yeah.
is
And
it's
and
almost like so we know we know it's a what do they want to call it, epidemic, pandemic, whatever,
mhm.
a serious enough thing, but like it's crazy to think that publicly we're just accepting it now,
Yeah.
and it is an illegal substance, but like we're making sure that everybody's staying safe with it. It's kind of like almost like like the bridge when we finally legalized marijuana in New York State. You know what I mean? How many
Right.
people were smoking marijuana, beforehand that had to hide that crap or whatever, right? But now it's legalized, so it's not as worse as it was before. I think a lot of the appeal for most of these illicit substances, man, is the fact that it's illegal. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Right.
honestly, if you want my opinion on it, if it was more controlled by the government or states and they had a much tighter control over it, I think that there would be less abuse of it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because you're not going to get fentanyl mixed with stuff. You're not going to get bad batches of this whatever or whatever's happening. You know, unfortunately, I mean, people, we drink alcohol, and alcohol does more harm to you than most other things, because especially when you drink to excess and you get alcoholism, then it's genetic now. Now you have
Get you.
kids that are freaking alcoholics because you were an alcoholic. Your dad was an alcoholic. You know,
Right. Right. It gets
it's
your liver.
crazy.
That attacks your liver. You know
Right.
what's crazy is they actually have spots set up where the doctors will actually shoot you. I don't know if
Hmm.
it's in New York yet, but I know in some spots they
Right.
have it set up to where the doctors will actually inject you,
Right.
and or they'll give you needles. Like they
Yep.
hand
No.
out
Well,
needles.
Ithaca does that.
That's so
Ithaca has a
crazy.
it has a few spots in town that actually hands out needles and lets you just sit there and shoot up, and then they'll wait for you to do your high, and then you can leave, whatever, right?
Right. Right. It's
But
nuts.
that's crazy, bro.
Right. Right.
Like
That
now
that
we
that.
want everybody carrying Narcan with them just in case somebody you find somebody on the side of the road, that's OD'd, so you can shoot them with the Narcan. Like what?
Yeah. It's nuts, bro.
That's a
It
little off
is
topic, but
nuts.
you got
Yeah,
me
we're
started.
way off topic. That wasn't even where we
We're
were
talking
going
about
in the
taking naps in
bro.
trucks.
That
Next thing you know, we're talking
that
about heroin and Narcan.
that wasn't even where we were going. So, but anyways, the holiday weekend's like the most busiest stuff for us because like you'll get that holiday off, but
Hmm.
it feels like you don't even get that day off. You know what
Nope.
I'm saying? Like it feels
Right.
like, uh, then you get instead of getting your double days off, you don't get that
Yep.
no more.
Well,
So
because
you
like
lose that.
you think about this on the holidays. You still come in at 4 o'clock in the morning. You get out whenever you get out.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go home. You probably go to sleep at the normal time because you're just just so dirt tired.
Mm-hmm.
Then you wake up, do your holiday, but you got to be back in bed again on the normal time to go back
Right.
to work the next
You don't
day,
get
or earlier if you're gonna start a little earlier.
right
And
like when
that's just
Saturday hits.
crazy. And then
Mm-hmm.
same thing when working the Saturday. Bam, bam. Then you wake up on Sunday. Like I overslept today a little bit. Like I got up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I was supposed to get up at 7.
Right.
But I was just so dirt tired.
Yeah,
You
it was
know,
funny because I did wake up at 8, so I was up at 8, and I went and I was like, oh man, I'm just gonna lay back down for another hour.
Sean, you never want to do
Every
that.
time I do
Every
that,
time,
dude.
like even when you're
Every
working, you
time.
do the same
Yeah.
thing. Oh, it's
Yeah.
2:30 in the morning. Let me just go take a quick
Let me
30-minute nap.
yeah, let
Then
me just take a
four
quick nap.
to 3:45. Oh, I'm late.
Yeah. Yeah. You wake up and it's 3:45 and you're like, oh man, I got like a half an hour drive to get to work.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean,
Now,
so
holidays definitely do suck with that, man.
so with the holidays, I know life gets more hectic.
Hmm.
What are some stuff you do to cool down? Like I know today, every Sundays you have stuff to do.
Right.
So
So
like at 12:30 you have to be off because
right,
you have to
right, right.
go and enjoy your life. What are some things you do to settle you down and stuff?
So Sundays are the church days, I call them. So that's where I go hang out with some friends. I play some Magic the Gathering for a little bit. Then around like 3 or 4 o'clock, we'll start actually playing Dungeons and Dragons, which is a role playing game, pen and
Right.
paper. We play a couple other RPGs. We normally rotate. I got two different friend groups on differing Sundays. So like this week, I'm having people come over to my place. I'm gonna set up my table, and then we're gonna play an anime style RPG that one of the guys came up with himself, and we run off
Oh,
that system.
okay.
So it's basically a free form game. It's a lot to do with more imagination. It's less to do with figurines and doing other things. It's all in your head, man. All in your head.
Right, right. So
Um,
is that kind of like LARPing, like
so
kind of the same concept?
it's very similar to LARPing, but instead of dressing up and going out somewhere and actually interacting as the character, portraying the character like an actor would, you're just sitting there and making goofy voices and rolling dice and
Okay.
writing down statistics. So you do a
Show
little bit of math, you do a little bit of paperwork.
show us some of your voices that you do.
Well, my name is Jester. I am here today to entertain my masses.
There you go. See, now we get to see Alex behind the scenes.
Or like my Scottish accent that goes between Scotsman, Australian, and UK all the time.
Yeah,
Because
like
I can't pick one.
yeah,
By word.
you be playing too many games. It sounds
Well,
like some of them. It sounds like some of them what's it called? Like I've played it like a few times. Them like I think they're RPGs. I
Hmm.
believe they're RPGs.
Like,
And
how about video game RPGs? Yep.
yeah, that's exactly what this sounds like when you're playing it.
Hmm. I
Exactly.
mean, it can be very similar. I mean, so if you're playing something like Baldur's Gate 3, on Xbox, which is a very popular role-playing game that came out. I know you probably haven't played it at
I
all,
don't even know what it is,
but
bro.
you got games like Fable. You probably heard of that one before.
Mm-hmm.
Mass Effect. All those are stylized. Basically, it's all about telling a story and going through it like chapters in a book. You know,
Right.
each session you hold generally adds more to the overall story. Sometimes you diverge, and it could be an episodic campaign where every session's a different episode, kind of like a TV show,
Right.
or it could all tie into one overarching storyline. And generally near the end, you fight some big bad evil guy, the main nemesis of your story, or you complete some heroic quest to fulfill your destiny as that character, so on and so forth. Same thing like with video games. You think about Mass Effect. You start off in the first one, you're just some random soldier guy. You get inducted into a special group, then you go around the galaxy saving everybody from the invaders. You
Yeah.
know, and then at the end of all that, you just win, and you're the heroes of the universe. Stuff like that. It's very similar to that, except that we don't have a lot of visuals. We can have little figurines that we lay out on a battle mat, and then we take our turns doing that stuff. There's actually a lot of online resources that people use to actually do this too. Like there's Roll20. There's actually a bunch of ones on Steam that people use, like Tabletop RPG and other things. And a lot of people do it virtually. I've never
Right.
done it virtually, but like a lot of people that don't have time for a play group nearby them, they'll go virtual with the stuff and they'll play it out on computers and games. There's actually quite a few streamers on YouTube. I mean, one of the biggest ones was called Critical Role, and they actually have like a bunch of seasons on YouTube. And they first started airing it on, I think, their own Patreon account, and then they went over to uploading to YouTube. And they're massive. They're huge. They even got their own Amazon TV show right now,
Damn.
called called the Legends of Vox Machina. You know,
Right.
and that's very very popular. Like, and it's crazy to think because if you rewind back into the '90s, back in the '80s when it first came out, people were making fun of it. '90s it started getting a little more traction, and 2000s a little more traction, but now it's mainstream. Like you see
Right.
actors, you see professional athletes, everybody, movie stars
So a lot
playing
of
these
people are
role
just
playing
doing it.
games, and
Yeah.
they show up to like conventions or other places, and they do it live in front of an audience, you know,
Right.
and it's just so wacky because if you think back in school, really, you used to get made fun of for being the nerdy guys, the geeky
Yeah.
guys, you know.
Definitely.
Now it's flipped on its head, and even the guys that are the quote unquote jocks get into the same thing, which is pretty cool because in the new information age we're in, everything's more prevalent. People have more diverging interests,
Right.
and there's not really much more labels anymore. No clicks like, oh, I'm a jock. I can only like football. I can't do anything else but football. You know.
Right.
Now you can
So
diverge and
so
be more
like this is
expanding.
this is your cool down period. This is where you
Right.
would escape reality
Yep.
and just enjoy life.
Right. Very, very similar to a lot of guys that they spend a few hours on a PC or an Xbox or PlayStation, and they
Or
just use
like
it as their cooldown.
it's funny because now me and you got into gaming a little bit. Like, and
Yep.
this is
Call
our
of Duty.
first
Yep.
time ever gaming.
Yep.
Like, I've never gamed with Alex ever,
Yep.
not once. And
It's
then
so funny
the other
though.
day we started gaming on Call of Duty,
Yep.
and I mean, I got to see some of Alex's skills during Call of Duty.
Right.
So,
Just not me talking because you're over
right,
there on the
I
mic, and
know,
I just boop
I know.
bop that thing up. I don't talk at all.
All you hear is little kids.
Hello. How you
Yeah,
doing?
Oh my god, he just killed me.
Oh my God,
it's freaking
why?
awesome though. And I mean, it's just a fun time, you know.
Oh,
Hey,
so
let's just go play some Call of Duty right now. Like, screw the podcast.
pieces out, my friends. No, but so like that's kind of the general thing is being able to unwind with a bunch of friends. Sometimes playing video games solo could be your thing if you're an introvert. Nothing wrong with that. You
When
just
Call of Duty 6 came out, that's what I was doing. I was
right,
playing by
right,
myself. And then
right,
Alex was like, I'll get it because it's free
right.
on Xbox. Hey, everybody, it's free on Xbox.
Only if you have Game Pass Ultimate right now.
Exactly.
Right. Right. So you gotta
So
have a Game Pass Ultimate, which honestly, if you got an Xbox, you should have that anyways because there's so many free games on there, man.
a
And
lot.
it's so crazy because think about this, man. When it used to be, when a new Call of Duty dropped or a new game dropped, you had to go wait in line and grab that like from Best Buy or any other EB Games or GameStop, and you had to wait for the release date and then pre-order it, and then you gotta go in and get the physical copy. Now
Right.
everyth's digital. You just download it.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
so crazy though because how do you think these guys are making their money? If they're producing this, $20 million game, and then they're just releasing it straight for free,
Yeah, like
like
it doesn't make no
how are
sense.
you guys making money off it? They had to figure that out somehow,
I think it's because of all the in-game purchases.
Right,
Because there's tons of
right.
in-game
Oh
purchases.
well, that's the biggest contestation about gaming today is literally all the in-game skins, weapon skins, and they're not even giving you anything really cool. You're just looking like the Joker now, or I mean, come on,
Right.
Fortnite does this all the time where they have reskins for their characters, and you're running around as whatever, whenever, you
I
know.
I think I figured it out though because Call of Duty's only free on on Xbox.
Right.
It is not free on PlayStation.
Yep.
So if you're a PlayStation member, you don't
You
get
gotta
it
buy
for
it
free.
still.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
because I got the PS5 and the Xbox One, so I
Yep.
have the older version Xbox, but I got the PS5, right? And the PS5 streams in 4K where the Xbox streams in 1080. I can't play it on the PlayStation unless I go buy it.
Right.
So
So you're gonna be out another $60, $80.
yeah, it kind of
Right.
sucks that
Right.
I
Right.
have to buy
Right.
it for the PlayStation. I'd rather play it on the PlayStation. I'm a PlayStation
Well, then go
player.
buy it.
Like every time I'm playing with Alex on on the Xbox, I'm like, Alex, how the heck do I do this, dude? Like I don't know what the hell's going on here,
I
man.
know you are not
Um,
an Xbox guy. I know
no,
that much.
I've always been PlayStation, and I kind of got like three Xbox Ones just basically given to me.
Right.
So that's the only reason I have an Xbox. I would not naturally have an Xbox. Uh,
Ooh, that might break our friendship over there because I've been in Xbox since they came out with the original, man.
right, right, and I've been PlayStation
Right.
since they
Well,
came out with the
so
original.
like,
So
like I was a PlayStation kid originally until I moved up
right,
here, and then the Xbox came out. Halo dropped, bro. That just
right,
blew my world away. You know what I'm saying?
okay, okay. I
And
never even played Halo. Remember, I didn't have no Xboxes. I've never even played Halo. Maybe I'll have to go on the store and get it for free and give it a go.
it,
It
Halo
is
Chief
free.
Master or Halo Master Chief Collection is free to download on Game
Exactly.
Pass.
Maybe I'll
So
try it.
yeah,
Maybe I'll
well,
try it. Is it a multiplayer game too,
yeah,
like
oh yeah,
Call of Duty
oh
stuff?
yeah, yeah. It's got campaigns and stuff like that, but I'm not sure if there's a lot of versus a lot of multiplayer a lot anymore
Right.
because not sure if they still have the servers for most of the younger ones, and they get kind of weird. But
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely have the campaigns if you want more of the story. It's an action, storyline, so kind of like a Call of Duty, but set in space. So
Right.
it's pretty cool.
That's yeah. I'm gonna have to try it because I've never even tried Halo, and I've heard so much talk about it. It was like PlayStation's game is what the heck is PlayStation's game? Mm, damn, I forgot what PlayStation game is now.
Well, I mean, so the only thing I always hated because I'm a big Marvel fan, and Spider-Man games are only on PlayStation,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
love me some Spider-Man games, bro.
yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna go out and buy another freaking gaming system just to play one game.
Right.
That kind of pisses me off a little bit. Not
And
gonna lie.
I have Spider-Man Homecoming for the PlayStation.
I know they are beautiful games, and
Hmm.
those are technically considered action RPGs technically because
Oh really?
they tell you a storyline and
Yeah.
you're fighting against people, so it's an action-based RPG role-playing game.
Hmm.
So
Oh,
that's actually
I guess I'm into RPG because I
right,
play all
right.
Spider-Man games.
Basically, it's anything that carries. I mean, because technically, I guess if you want to go far with it, you could technically call Call of Duty an action RPG too, because it's anything that has a story to it. Basically, you call it a role playing game.
Right.
If it takes you out of your own mind and you're feeling everything that you're doing as that character and you're enjoying the storyline, that's role playing technically.
Yeah,
So,
it's really cool.
but yeah, no, I mean, so a lot of my downtime is doing that, and that's just my mental maintenance, period. Hanging out with friends and family, playing some dice,
Hmm.
killing some dragons, pretending to be what I'm not to be,
Yeah,
you
right.
know. Um,
That's yeah, and
being
it's
goofy with it helps.
right. And I've never even heard of DD before you told me about it.
Dungeons and Dragons, they'll call it DD. Normally it gets confused with women, so you mean what I'm saying?
That's okay. I get it.
D and D,
There
not
you go.
DD. I'm not your designated driver, Sean.
Oh, we got a thing. Sean Harrington says, "Hey, fellas," because like the last time I didn't say
No,
his
no,
name,
no,
he got a
no,
little bit
no, no,
upset.
no, no. It's
So,
fellers.
feller. Oh,
Fellers.
I'm sorry. I don't read that.
What up, Sean?
So, yeah. So, uh, damn. My downtime is like on Sundays I watch football, so I'm gonna watch the Bills spank
San Fran, right?
San Fran today.
Oh, you're gonna watch them. So what times they usually start for you? Like around
I
4 or
don't. I
5?
don't
I
even.
can't
I
remember.
don't even know. I don't know if it's the 1 o'clock game or 4 o'clock game.
Okay.
So I usually don't find that out until like it's time to watch it, and I'll start flipping through the channels trying to find the game, and it's like, oh, it's not on. What
Don't
the
you have
hell's going on?
ESPN Live? Come on now.
No, I just like look it up when it's coming on. So I just try to go
How can
watch it.
you
Like
call yourself
at
a
1 o'clock,
super
I'll
fan?
try to go watch it, and then it just won't be on. But
Like, how do you call yourself a super fan if you don't got ESPN Live? You know, you
like
can get that. You can
I'm a
get that.
super fan.
You can get that crap bundled with your Disney Plus and
Are
Hulu
you
account. You know what I'm
sick? I
saying?
am not paying extra for that
It's
ESPN.
only $30 a month. I mean, you make enough money. You can
Poor.
afford that.
I'm too poor. I'm
Yeah,
poor.
bro.
Like,
I had to
I'm
cancel a
one of
lot of
poor
my
I don't
subs.
know if you guys know this, but I'm poor.
No,
I'm
no.
poor.
Well, yeah, but hey, wait. Didn't you have a video that you came out with on TikToks? You know, saying how you make 100K a year.
Yeah, I make 100K a year, or close to 100K a year, but hey, that money goes in bills. My rent
Well,
is like 1,500 a month.
right. When you're a single
So
parent, it's kind of hard to
that's
do
all
anything
my money.
other than take care of your kids. You know.
Right, right. All my money goes to bills.
Yep. But not the Buffalo Bills, just your normal Bills.
Yeah, not the Buffalo Bills.
Tired old dad joke.
Oh, bro, I'm about to be late tomorrow.
Why?
It's a 8:20 p.m. game.
You better, you know what, man? Just go take a nap before the game, so that way you have some rest in, and then you can take another nap again.
I'm
You
about to be
know,
late tomorrow.
unacceptable,
There's not no like I'm watching that whole game.
unacceptable.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna just call. I'm just gonna
Like
text in right now.
you might as well, I mean, because
Hey, I'm gonna be late, y'all. That's what I said. Just sent it.
well, a few guys that like San Fran might be calling in too because they're going to be so upset about the
They're
loss.
Yeah,
You
they're
know.
probably always late anyway. So.
Oh wow. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not much of a sports fan, so like that's all you, my friend. But I
Yeah,
mean, hey, if it helps you relax, you know what I mean? Like, that's all. That's all I mean. That's all that matters, man. You got to have
yeah.
that
There
downtime
goes the
maintenance
wings,
time.
though.
Huh?
There goes the wings because I can't eat past 8. So,
You got to keep your schedule.
hmm
Can't even
Sean,
snack on nothing.
what's going on, buddy? Well, you didn't even talk no more. You only said one thing, and then that was the end of it.
Oh,
Usually
I
you're in
think you
there
scared them
typing.
away.
Did I scare you away, buddy?
Probably. I mean, like talking about the football thing. I'm not sure if he's a football fan.
Yeah, he's probably upset. We should pull
He's
him
probably a
on.
San Fran fan.
We should pull him on. Pull him into
Bro,
the
I
chat.
I got I got to be out here at 12. I can't be sitting
Yeah, we
here.
get Sean on here. We'll be sitting here for like the next 4
3
hours.
o'clock at 3 o'clock in the
Yeah,
afternoon now. All of a sudden, I'm like, whoa, holy.
we get him on, and we just like talking.
Right.
So
The ASS team's going to have to cut it out. The
he's
A's leaving.
painting. He is painting right
Oh,
now.
you're
Everybody,
painting. Are you
he's painting
are you painting like furniture, cabinetry,
pictures.
or pictures? Oh, pictures. Okay.
Yeah, he's painting pictures.
Landscape or personal people. Like people.
He can't come on the podcast. He's a Raiders fan. He's not allowed on.
He's a Raiders fan. Wow. Wow. They're not even from New York State, bro. Like, what the heck,
Yeah,
man? Like, come on now. Like,
switch
represent your
teams.
home
What are
team,
you doing?
Not the Giants, not the Jets, Buffalo.
Yep.
I mean, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan when I watch them, so I mean, I'm a
Right,
fair
right.
weather fan.
forgot, I forgot I gotta pull somebody else into this to talk crap. I forgot all about that. Yeah, so what are some other stress relievers you do to
Workouts.
get you to working out? There you go.
Hmm.
And it's definitely getting noticeable. If you guys go back to our very first video, you'll see a definite change in Alex.
Right.
So it's definitely noticeable.
The more cherub-like looking bearded fellow.
It's definitely noticeable. So
Well, I mean, even yourself, man, you're starting to fill that shirt out a lot more than you used to.
that's fake.
That's fake. When you got inserts under your shirt for your pecs.
No, it's steroids.
Oh man, again? Not again.
Yeah.
I tried telling you last time you can't be taking that crap, man.
I don't take it. You put the needle in your backside and
That's still taking it, bro.
no, no.
Well,
You
hey,
shoot
there
it.
are safe places you can go do that at. So
Yeah,
if you
all
ever
right, all
need
right,
some-
good, 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 good. I'm gonna go talk to a doctor and be like, yo, so I know you get people here that use drugs. You think you could shoot this vial at me? That's steroids. Yeah,
Anabolic steroids, you
I need some of
know.
that.
Sean, we're going to see you on Monday for a drug test.
No. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let me
No,
run to
but
this. Let
like
me
you
run to
think
this.
about it, man. Like,
Let me go get some synthetic pee.
right. So like with ADHD, ADHD like I got, like it's all about the dopamine, man. Once you start working out, you start getting that worker's high, like where you're literally just, you're sitting there pumping weights and you're running on an elliptical. You start getting tired, and then you break through that wall. And
Right.
It makes you feel so good about yourself that you're actually relieving your own stress because of how good it is, how good it feels. Then the next day you're a little sore. You just get back on it again and keep doing it, keep pushing. And that's the thing that kind of helps me out. Like, if I'm having a bad day, my workouts generally can suck. Like, if I'm having a bad day, I'm not into it. But once you start doing your warm up, you start getting that blood flowing. I mean, come on. Our favorite bodybuilder, Arnold Schwarzenegger, said this, every time he does a pump, how's it feel?
We can't say that live.
I know you can't say it
That's
live, but I'm
against-
saying
that's
is if
against
you
the
want to see that, go watch Pumping Iron with
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. But I'm saying is, but I mean, it makes him feel great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
you definitely
especially
feel great.
right, especially after you get your pumps in, you get all your reps in. Then the worst part is, like, so a lot of bodybuilding guys. I'm not sure if you do cardio, but
Yeah,
that's
always.
I do lightweight training and cardio.
So
you know?
I actually throw some cardio into my
Right.
supersets.
Right. So you're doing like what they call a full body workout kind of thing.
Well, not
Kinda
full body. I still do precision workouts where I'm working
Okay.
out one. Like yesterday, I worked out my tries. But I do precision workouts still. But I do throw cardio in it. Like I'll do push-ups, sit-ups, and stuff like that, and then go do some tries, and then go back. Yeah. So
We should try the Joe Rogan experience one day and see how much that's going to kick our butts.
I know I seen
Oh, that
some
guy's
stuff on
crazy.
Mass Boy.
Like you see his workouts, man. They're
He be
crazy.
killing some of them kids.
Maybe we
Like,
should
he
go
gets
to the
young
carnivore
kids.
diet.
Right, he gets young kids on there, and he freaking works them out to death.
Sean,
So
we just need to go to the carnivore diet now, man. That's all it is to it, man. You just got to eat
I-
carnivore.
I probably do half that carnivore diet myself because I'll do like a 3 meat dinner.
Yeah. Well, you also
Pork,
put a lot
chicken,
more.
and steak.
Yeah, but you see a lot of that rice, the grains, the bread. I mean, then you go to work and you're eating crap all day.
What are you talking about, dude? Like I bought you some
10
cheeseburgers.
cheeseburgers?
I bought you
Yeah,
5.
I don't eat cheeseburgers.
You
no
didn't
more, man.
answer. You didn't answer when I called you, so I indulged.
I
Oh,
don't-
Sean! Look at Sean said he hunts to make him. So you kill stuff to relieve stress.
Well, I think it's
That
more
sounds
about.
terrible, bro.
Well, Sean, if you think about it, we're killing stuff on Call of Duty to relieve stress.
Yeah, but it's fake. I mean, he's killing real stuff. Nah, I can't even talk crap because I used to
No.
hunt to. I
Uh-huh.
hunt to relieve stress too. So
Right. I mean, so the only time I've hunted was back when I was 15, and I did it kind of the no way with my cousin.
where do you live at again? I'm calling the cops right now.
But where we're from, we're a bunch of country bumpkins. You know what I'm saying? So like
get
we just did whatever until the game warden caught us one day, and then
Like,
this
so
is where I'm
what
gonna
you're
probably
saying?
stop.
What you're saying is you come from like the deep. No, I can't even say that.
The deep
I'm trying
south.
to think.
No.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how to say it without.
I do not
being
come
like,
from a land down under.
No, like
The
putting meat in the freezer is better than the stores. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that you always gotta be worried about though is parasites. You gotta make sure you check over that deer real good so you're not
Make sure
getting
you cook
parasites.
it. That's it. All you
Right.
do is cook it.
Right. Well, I mean, even with normal beef, you still do the same thing.
If-
But as
right.
long if you're doing your own butchery or you're taking it to get processed, I trust more processed deer places than myself butchering.
Well-
I'm just not skilled with it.
There was that zombie deer virus that was going around.
Yep.
And they were like,
Yep.
"Oh, if your deer gets it, but if you cook your meat, it doesn't
Right.
matter
Well
if it's
done
got
though.
that."
It has to be well done though, because
No,
unfortunately,
no,
No,
you just got to
no,
get it up
no.
to 140.
I don't know if I trust that.
Yeah, like if you go back and read on it, it's 140.
That's it.
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
yeah.
well,
And
I
you
don't
kill
eat a
it.
lot of venison, because reasons. But
Sean's the expert. Sean, what do you think, buddy? Do you think 140 and it's kill?
I would say 160, bro. I'm sorry.
Sean put his middle finger up at me.
Oh man, not again. No, but
Yep,
I mean,
so-
you know, people. So you got to have your hobbies, you got to have your activities to relieve that stress any which way you
Definitely.
can. Whether it be, you know, going out
Oh,
and doing
medium
some
rare.
salsa,
Yep. So I was right. 140.
you know, even if you're out going out dancing or you're going out for walks or you're whatever activity. Normally it's activity based, you know,
Mm-hmm.
or it could be as simple as just sitting down, curling up, you know, with a nice cup of tea and a cozy blanket and reading a book. You know what I'm saying?
What are you, a sissy girl?
We don't
Cuddling
discriminate here,
up.
bro. Come on now.
No, I'm
Like,
just
you know,
playing.
hey, I love reading. I could smash a good novel, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
I don't know if I'd use that line of sentence on the idea, because like now the pictures that come into my head are, you get
Or,
the drill out,
oh my.
a hole gets put in the book.
Well, I mean, some of these novels, man, you know, they come out with, they're pretty saucy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you don't got no pictures to help out, so you just kind of like reading that stuff, and you're like, did what now? Bro,
Right. Right.
I've been telling you for a while that you should probably write some pretty good those kind of novels. You know what I'm saying? With how you talk to women.
Right. Hey, we don't bring that up.
I'm gonna put you. Remember, I make fun of you all the time, bro. Come on now.
I know.
You
Paint.
make fun of me. You make fun of me once, I quit.
Right. No, I like I get on you and you're like, huh, I'm done.
I'm done. Yeah. Call me. Sean called me a sissy again today.
Right.
No, but like whatever you find that you enjoy, it's got to be something you enjoy, you know,
Right.
and you just do that to relieve some stress. I mean, because no matter what you do, you're gonna have stress in your life. No matter
Mhm.
what happens, there's always gonna be stress.
Yeah. Definitely.
Paintball's good. Paintball is
Paintball
really
is
good.
definitely good.
I used to
do
airsoft a
paintball.
lot. I used to airsoft a lot. You
I used
know?
to do paintball back in the day.
I just got upset when my field in Penn Yan closed down because couldn't go airsoft anymore locally anymore. So
What
I
about the
gotta
place? There's a place in Geneva that does paintball.
Yeah, I mean they're okay, but I'm more of an
I-
airsoft fan. I
I
like.
think
I
there's
like.
one in Auburn too.
Is there? I mean,
I believe, yeah, because I
well,
actually
so,
pick
like
up
paintball.
stops.
The only problem I have with paintball is the mess. You know, when I go out and buy fatigues like from a Salvation Army or wherever, you know, or a
The only novel that Sean can read is pop-ups.
wow,
Wow.
that's some hate, man.
Wow.
But no,
At
but
least
that's
I
the
got
biggest
pop-ups
problem is
better
when
than,
you're playing with paintball.
Pictures.
A lot of times, you know, your uniforms and stuff get ruined. You
Right.
know, and I spend a lot of money on these things. They're not called Salvation Armies.
Salvation Army.
Trying to remember the proper term where you buy, you know, used fatigues from the military. I can't remember it now. My brain's having a moment. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, he got you now, bro.
okay, okay, all right. So when you're getting shot with a 500 FPS bullet, you know, freaking plastic BB, and it leaves a freaking welt on your forehead like this, I'm sorry. I think that's a little more hardcore than getting
Take your
splashed with
take your
some paint.
headphones off and snap and throw them. Like
Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
That's it.
I'm done. No, but you know, whether you like paintball or you like airsoft, I mean, I prefer airsoft just because I find it to be more of an engaging sport and it's more honor based. People
Right.
that play paintball have no honor because they can't trust their opponents, you know,
Yeah.
because they have to get marking them with paint in order to be like, oh, you're hit. No, I'm not. We airsoft guys, when we get hit, we feel the
Put your
hit.
hand up.
We put our hand up and put a red rag on our heads and notify everybody we're dead. You know,
Right.
you guys with paintball got to have that, you know, color paint markers in order to freaking figure out who got who. So, whatever. No honor amongst thieves.
You get bruises the size of oranges.
Yeah, okay. Only if you freeze your paintballs like a bad person. I was gonna say something else, but I can't say that line.
Not me. I've never freezed paintballs before.
No, I play a few times when people do that crap because it helps the velocity and makes it go farther. It also hurts like a gun. You know what I'm saying? No honor. Like I said, no honor.
Oh no. Did I? I think he's
No,
trying to say,
not-
did I strike a nerve, Alex? But he
Man.
said, did I strike a near, Alex?
No.
Did he strike
Not
a
like
deer?
nerve. No, I just prefer airsoft. That's the sport I like, and the guns are more realistic. I'm not running around with a stupid hopper full of BBs or paintballs. I got freaking actual magazines with airsoft bullet pellets in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Maybe
my
the
stuff
next
looks
time-
more realistic.
Maybe the next time we do the lives, you could bring
You
him
know,
on and show
actually, you know
people.
what? Maybe we should just go out and play a simulation game. You know, where you're actually using simulation rounds. they're kind of like paintball rounds, but they're real
Yeah, they're
guns,
little. Yeah.
and they hurt a lot more. Or you just go play with some beanbag rounds.
Yeah, I'm down for that idea. Shoot.
Just get a bunch of freaking shotguns and run around and freaking start doing
Hmm.
crap.
I'd be shooting people right in the rear. Bah!
Yeah, watch him flip over.
Always said bring it. How about we do a taser round where we just run around and shoot each other with tasers?
I'm out. I'm out.
Get
I'm anything that makes me have to dedicate myself or pee myself. I'm out,
it. Bro, I wouldn't hold it on that long.
bro. Yes, you would. You'd be like, taser.
Why
Alex, you
are you
okay?
shaking so much? Why are you shaking so much?
Alex. I've just pooped myself.
Did the poop come out yet? Did the poop come out yet?
We might as well just do the pepper spray challenge then if we're gonna do that.
That's what he said. Pepper spray paintballs. What is
Pepper.
that?
Oh my god. Let me just take some cayenne pepper real quick and mix it in here.
Yeah. Let's just do it with the bear spray.
The bear spray.
Yeah, we can go and get some bear spray and just run around shooting each other.
I am
with
not
that.
down for that. Nope, not at all. Sorry.
Sean, are you
not
down?
gonna do it. Hey,
I don't
I
know.
thought this
Maybe
guy
he's
was
down.
painting. How
Yeah,
you
I
painting
thought
while typing online?
He's getting his paintball gun ready, obviously.
Apparently now he's gonna come hunting for us.
Yeah.
He says he
Coming
likes
to look
hunting
for
to
you.
release some
Yeah.
stress.
He's gonna come hunting for you, Alex.
Ah, hey, your car's white, not mine.
Oh, he said,
so-
"Let's go." He's ready.
Let's go. Hey, I think he just wants, anything he can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's a little cold outside, so I'm going to decline this invitation until it gets a little warmer out. But,
Right.
if you want to do something in the springtime, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we could just run around and shoot each other.
And we get some time to get some GoPro set up so we can start recording some of this crap.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who's got some property we can go do this on?
The only problem that I'm having is if we wore headsets, my fear would be Alex would shut it off.
Well, so I used to have a lot of airsoft equipment where I have my own walkie-talkie systems, whatever, and an actual earwig with a push-to-talk thing, or it was a throat mic I used to have, and I look goofy as heck with it because I mean, if you look at my Facebook from ages past, I had I had mostly just like a goatee. I didn't have
Right.
a full beard, but now I'm wearing a face mask, and you just see all this hanging out. It looks really stupid because you got to wear eye and face protection. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
So if you wore like camo, I'd find you immediately because your beard would just like give your
Probably.
position away.
probably. Oh yeah.
You'd have
No.
to tie. You'd have to tie it up.
Oh, I would just tie up to the sides, so that way I put my helmet on, no one can see me. I told you,
Right.
I'm just going to go get my Mandalorian helmet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But-
That'd be funny. He said his AR-15 paintball gun can shoot 30 plus yards.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. You're a paintball fan. We get it.
How did we get into paintball anyway?
I mean, you're over there with AR-15. I'm over here with an M4, AK-47, AK-74.
Wonder if we can get like
G13.
rocket launchers.
So, yeah, I mean, you could do that with paintball guns. They also have that stuff for airsoft, but it's mostly just shooting a big old Nerf football at somebody.
Bro, I'm down. Like that's what I'd run around doing.
Like,
I'd
so
run
there's a
around with,
lot
like,
of crazy
150.
events for a lot of this stuff. People don't realize, it's a lot bigger in the Midwest than it is here. But every year you can always look up events to go play at, and they get like 400 to 1,000 people playing these games, and it's usually an all weekend deal. I used to go to Operation Bad Blood all the time back in the day, which is
Right.
it's basically a zombie airsoft game.
Right.
Like the first game night, it was on a Saturday or game day. Then you would play on like one of 5 or 6 teams, and then I was always black shirts, go black shirts, and I never one year I went there because they always raffle off stuff at the end of the games, and I actually got myself a $300 gun that was air compressed. I didn't have any air compressed stuff. Most of my stuff was gas operated or battery operated, which
Right.
people diverge on what they prefer. But I ended up getting one of those and giving it, selling it to my buddy at a discount, that wanted one of those. So it's a lot of fun. I mean, again, it's more about the experience than than anything else, you know.
Right.
And yeah, it costs us a little bit of money. We stayed at a hotel instead of camping out because who wants to do that? You know, I'm gonna go back to my hotel and take a shower.
So is it like a whole weekend event or something like
Oh
that?
yeah,
Like
oh yeah, yeah. So they have it where you start in the morning, you get your briefings, you go out to the fields, you do team-based objectives, capture points. And so it's all like Call of Duty if you think about it. You go capture points, you go intel gathering, you got to find certain items. Then
Right.
whoever finds all that wins, and then whoever lost becomes zombies. And then they'll do like nighttime operations where you got to play at night. You got to have certain kind of BBs for that, certain kind of lights for that, flashlights, and you play it during nighttime operations.
Right.
So then you got to like defend the base against a horde of zombies attacking you. And then the next day, Sunday, is nothing but zombies versus whatever teams left are remaining. And then when you
Right.
get killed and you become a zombie, then you got to go zombie out people. You can't shoot
So
your
what do
gun.
you do? Like you like run up and just bite somebody in the neck or
No,
something?
you can't. No, you go up and you have to touch them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
It's like tag football.
They don't want me to play. They don't want me to
Sean,
play.
you can't be tackling people and going.
Yeah, because I'd be doing some weird stuff.
Right. But it's a lot of fun. I've gone for 3 years in a row, back before COVID hit, and then me and my buddies just stopped going because it just got a little too costly. Because you guys spend a lot of money to maintain your equipment, you know. Like
Yeah.
I was spending thousands of dollars every year just to keep replenishing my BBs, buying new mags, buying new guns. Bro, I had an addiction to this game. Like I was almost at the point where I was going to start buying like filigreed out pistols because that's my favorite loadout is
Right.
carrying two pistols. I'll have a rifle and I usually sling that if I get into close quarters and I go akimboing with two pistols out and
Right.
just start popping people.
So
you
you
know?
basically mimic Call of Duty.
Right. So
Basically.
it can be very comparable to it, like live action Call of Duty, basically.
Right, right.
You know,
I want to play.
All right,
You
well,
think
I
they'd
mean,
let
heck,
me run around with a knife?
So, so they do allow some places allow rubber knife play. It's got to be rubber. You know. Yeah. You can't do. You can't. It's not, Sean. It's simulation, not real.
Oh.
You can't just go around throwing knives at people and
I'm
stabbing.
just running
people.
around with a Rambo knife.
Well, that's no knife. This is a knife. But no, there's a few places in Rochester that actually have a CQB arena, also in
Right.
Buffalo too. But yeah, I mean, definitely, if you ever want to get into it, man, let me know. Like, probably gonna spend a little bit of money at the start of it all, but it's pretty fun,
Mm-hmm.
Usually, I would prefer going on a Saturday because that's where we can usually do a lot more.
So do they mimic like paintball? Because I have played paintball before,
Okay.
and what we used to do in paintball is we would do call outs. Like if you run up behind somebody and you put you got the gun right to the back
Bang,
of their
bang,
head,
you're dead.
you could be like, hey,
Yep, bang, bang.
call
Yep.
out, and if they don't call out, then you just shoot them.
Right. Yeah, so you can use similar things. You just gotta be very careful with how close you get with airsoft. You're supposed to walk up to somebody and say bang bang, and then they're supposed to crap, and then pull themselves off the field or whatever.
But if they don't, you can
Then
shoot them.
then you just say kneecap them. You know what I'm saying?
Not in the back of the head.
Not in the back of the head. No, that's
Oh.
that's considered rude.
I was going for the death. Oh, you don't want to call out? Bang! No, I can't play. See, I couldn't play that game because I'd get ruthless with stuff.
I mean,
Like I used to in
usually-
paintball because like you'd have somebody like laying on the ground, and they're waiting, and they're trying to snipe somebody, and I'd run up behind them and I'd be like, "Hey, you call out," and they'd be like, "No," and they'll try to spin around and shoot me, and I'll just pop them right in the face.
oh, I mean, accidents happen.
Well, like headshot, like how we used to play is like 2 body shots, 1 headshot.
Right. So
I didn't
depends
have time
on
to
what,
bang bang
it depends
twice.
on what field you're in, and each field has its own different rules. Most of the time, it's usually any hit's a knockout hit. So you get shot. No ricochets don't count, but anytime you got like
You
shot,
said Ross is the place in Geneva.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Now what were you saying? Anytime
So
you got shot.
normally in airsoft, it's usually one hit, one kill. So once you get hit once, you're done.
Right.
But ricochets don't count. Sometimes you can get a gun hit, and that just what you would do is your gun gets smacked. That's your gun's out of commission now. Now you got to go to your secondary or whatever else.
Also, if
But-
like if you shoot and you hit their gun.
Yep. Then their gun's knocked out of play, basically.
Okay.
And sometimes it's hard to register depending on what kind of equipment you're having on. If you got a full body, face mask or helmet, whatever, you can hear it ping you instead of hitting you, whatever.
Right.
So it all depends on how you want to play. Some fields maybe you have to have really big face protection where you got to have goggles and a face shield. Some places that you just have just the goggles and a smog, you know,
Hmm.
so you're still getting hit in the head or whatever. It's going to hurt, you know.
Right.
And most fields have a restriction on FPS rating. You know, normally it's 350 to 400, depending on what you're doing. Most CQB areas, because you're so limited on range, it's 350, and then you
Oh,
can't do like full auto guns like a
thing.
saw or
So
something
so
like that.
there is a lot of rules.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
okay. So I've never actually played on an arena. I've only played in the woods
Yep,
with
yep,
a group of
yeah,
guys.
yeah,
So
yeah.
there
There's,
wasn't really that many rules
right.
for us.
There's a lot more rules, you know, when you're doing stuff. Because again, it's all about the honor-based system. You know, you got
Right.
to call out your own hits. You know, you don't want to fight nobody, whatever. If they're not registering it, like you shoot this guy like a couple times and he's just still running around,
Hmm.
then I might pop him in the face.
It's very interesting because I did enjoy it. Like it was like tons of fun. And
Right.
I like so I was actually driving through a town with the paintball gun in the trunk of my car. After like we just got done playing, right? So I always put like even hunting when I
Yep.
go hunting, my gun. Well, okay, yeah. So my gun goes in the trunk. We'll say that.
Okay.
In hunting and okay. But anyways, in paintball, I put my gun in the trunk, right? And
Yep.
I was
Yep.
driving through town, and we decided to pull into a car dealership to check out the cars.
Yep.
I don't know, it's just something, we were young, so we decided to pull in the car dealership, check out cars. Now the car dealership was closed,
Yep.
right? So the sheriffs pulled in and everything as soon as we pulled in there. I guess people were robbing that car dealership at that time.
Ooh, that's
So
not good.
we didn't know, obviously. So we were driving through the lots, looking at the cars and stuff, looking for like a used car.
Yep.
I believe I actually bought a car from that dealership later on.
Okay.
But anyways, so we are driving through, and the cop pulled in, pulled me over, and he's like, they obviously search your whole car to see if you're stealing anything, right? Because people go in there stealing
Uh-huh.
stuff. They
Uh-huh.
go in my trunk, and they look, and there's a paintball gun in the trunk. Now, that day, somebody was driving around that town shooting
Oh
paintballs into
no.
stuff.
Oh
And my paintball gun
no.
was in my trunk.
Oh
And
no.
he's like, "Were you running around shooting stuff?" And I was like, "Nah. We just got done having a paintball war earlier today. And we were actually just here looking at cars. I was like, look, the gun's in the trunk. Like, how are we running around shooting things when the gun's in the trunk? In
Right.
its case and everything. It was in its case and everything. And
Okay.
you're like, well,
Well,
you could have
at least you had
stopped
it in
and
the
put it
trunk.
in your trunk. And then what they did was they took one of my paintballs and they matched it up to the paintballs that were around. And the colors didn't match.
Well, there you
So
go.
that's how we got off on it. But it's just crazy on how it worked when I played paintball.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
there was a lot that went on around that time that I played. And that was actually my last time playing it. I put the paintball gun away and didn't play after that because I got worried that I was gonna, what I'm saying, like I would have been the kid that was running around shooting at signs and stuff because I got bored. Like I'm not gonna play. Like I would have been one of the ones. Well, I can't say I would have been because I did go around shooting stuff with the paintball gun.
Unacceptable, Sean.
And so like after that, like the cops, and it wasn't us, thankfully, that day that got, when we
All
were
right.
doing it. It wasn't us that was going around doing it, but I did do it prior, and I was
Mm,
like, man, they look for this. I guess you ain't
mm,
allowed to do this. I thought like you want to get in trouble because it's paint and it like it's not even real paint. Like it doesn't stain nothing. It washes
right.
off with water and stuff like that.
Yep. Yep.
And when they complained about it, I was like, oh man. And they said you can get in a lot of trouble for it
Mm-hmm.
for doing it. And I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know that. And I was like, oh man, I put the gun away. I was like 17.
Yeah, well, I
So
mean, you just gotta be more responsible. I mean,
right, once I found out you can get in trouble for doing it, I got rid of the guns and stuff, and that was my last time playing.
yep, yep,
So
yep, yep. I mean, so anytime I'm going to airsoft, I always got gun cases with the safety locks. I kind of treat it like a normal firearm. So I put the gun locks on it and shit, whatever. So that way
right,
because they look realistic. The only
hmm
thing that differentiates them most of the time is you got the orange tip
orange
at the
tip,
end
yep,
of the barrel, but some people like to tape over that so it doesn't give away their position in the game.
hmm
But when
and
you're
then it looks
transporting it,
legit,
you're supposed to take it off, so that
just so
way
they know. Yeah,
they know it's a replica, not an actual
I,
firearm.
I've seen some
Uh,
really nice ones that I wanted to get
oh,
actually.
oh man, so I go on to like evike.com, which is a California-based airsoft company, and they got huge fields out there. They do their own workshops and they get a lot of things. There's also like Airsoft GI or a couple other places that sell them online. And
Right.
you would think it's crazy because of how strict New York State is,
hmm
but this stuff gets shipped right to my home.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I mean it does make sense because you could buy BB guns and get them shipped right to your house too,
right,
though.
right,
So
right,
like, and
right,
you can get
right,
some really nice BB guns.
right.
They got some really nice,
Mm-hmm.
50 cal BB guns too, and them are real nice.
Right. Those
Uh,
are
Sh-
those are a little bit more than airsoft.
Sean said it's just fun playing airsoft
Airsoft in
in
the
your
basement.
basement.
Yeah, I do not agree at all. Sorry. It's a it's a mess and a half if you're shooting stuff out in the basement, especially all those little pellets. You got to go collect them all. And,
Or trip or
right, and
slide
then you're
on.
too close and you're shooting people in the face with it, whatever. And let's have a few beers and bam! Oh,
Sean,
my eyeball just
Sean
popped out.
Sean's got a big basement though.
Oh yeah. Well, even
It,
still, I
his
mean,
basement his
hey,
basement looks like an arena.
you do you, buddy. You do you. All right.
Boo boo.
I'm not saying boo boo.
Just say it.
You do you, boo boo.
There you go. But yeah, that's I don't know. I did find fun in it. But once I found out, like, I try to stay away from the stuff that gets you in trouble because I'm the one that does the dumb stuff of the
Yeah.
stuff that
Well,
can get
I
you in
mean, I
trouble.
said you got ADHD too, probably. So you're just trying to always
Real
find
bad.
that dopamine high.
They're like, hey, look at, let's go shoot signs. Let's go shoot signs. Try to
Okay,
get,
let's do it.
oh, let's do it. Shoot. And out there shooting signs, and then all of a
Sean's
sudden, they're like,
pretending to be out a real
let's go
gangster.
hit
I'm gonna
cars.
go do a
Okay.
drive-by, plink, plink,
Yeah.
plink.
Yeah, and then it's like, hey, let's go hit people. And remember, like, so
Oh
my very
no.
first, my very first paintball gun, I had the pump up one.
Okay.
So like, even when you put the CO2 in them, they're not strong guns.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not strong at all. Like, it doesn't even make a plop
Well,
noise when it hits.
I'm sure the other Sean's gonna disagree with you.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be like, that's the strongest gun. It's the best gun. It's the only gun I use.
You're bad. You're bad, bro.
But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Like it was really fun though. Like it just gets you outside. Like that's the cool part about it. It gets you outside.
You just gotta do something that you enjoy to relieve that stress.
Definitely outside is the best.
I'll agree with that.
Whether
I'll
you're
agree
out
with that.
whether you're out playing paintball or you're out hiking the wilderness.
Playing tag football, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Live action
Yeah.
role playing out in the field. Sir Charles, the
Yeah,
omnipotent.
they got real big events with that live action role playing too.
Hmm.
Like real big events.
I mean, heck, New York City has them all the time in the freaking the park
Hood?
they have there.
The hood.
No, the park.
Oh, I was gonna say because that's not fake, bro.
You mean? Wait a minute. You mean that this guy's actually dead?
Yeah, he's like not playing. That
Lily
blood
shock.
yeah, that brain matter that's coming out of his head is real. It's
I
not
thought it was
fake.
like Tropic Thunder. I mean, like
No.
like the explosion happened and pick up the guy's head. Oh, this is all there's corn syrup.
No. They do it in New York City all the time.
No,
Oh, man.
I thought we were just shooting a movie.
Yeah. We're shooting a movie, all right, for the news.
Facts.
It's after the facts too that you see it. So
Yeah, that's true. That's unfortunate though.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, like it anything that gets you out and active. Active is the best. Don't sit home on your couch. A lot of depression comes from just sitting around.
All right,
Definitely
but
hang out
you
with
know,
your friends.
oh yeah. I mean, but some people prefer to just sit there and read a book or play a video
Play
game.
Call of
Nothing
Duty.
wrong with that at all. But make sure you're getting your step counts in, for your physical health and well-being, because that goes a long way towards your mental health and
I
well-being.
wonder if Sean's playing the new Call of Duty.
I guarantee he is.
Nah, he's like you got to remember, Sean's like in grandfather age. You know what I'm saying? Like great grandfather age. So
Well, he isn't responding back yet. So he must be deep in that stroke right there,
yeah, he's
that brush stroke.
yeah painting a picture.
He's probably trying to follow along with Bob Ross right now.
Oh, that's right, bro. I forgot. In the nursing home, it's Paint Pictures Day.
Oh, you're right,
forgot.
man. Oh, yeah. Probably got to get him out his walker so he can go play some airsoft, I'll get you guys. There's a little dog, too.
Oh man, we're just ragging on Sean now. We just flipped the script and went right.
Hey, no
after
matter
Sean.
what Sean it is, I'm ragging on him.
Yeah,
They're going to rag on me, so.
he probably just threw his phone. He's like, these
Oh,
guys want
man,
to
he probably got mad at us. But, hey, it's getting a little close to our cutting off time, so.
Yeah, it's definitely is. My dog's going nuts over here. He wants to be free and run and.
I got to go make some homemade boneless chicken, so.
Oh man. Yeah, I gotta go do some. I gotta go to the store and get some stuff. So. Yeah. Hey, it's been fun though. Like.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, Definitely, we're going to be doing some more lives. We're definitely going to be lives, and like I said, this week we will be releasing an episode on Wednesday. Like,
Yep.
we might switch our days though, because our upload days were Wednesday. I might switch to like
Oh.
Friday. That
Don't
way,
forget also. Don't forget also. Sorry to cut you off, but when, Christmas and New Year's Day are on Wednesday this year.
yeah,
So
and so that's why that's one of the reasons why I'm thinking about doing like a Friday upload. Plus, we record on Tuesdays.
right.
So if you ever come on, you'll be coming on a Tuesday or yeah, usually a
Or a
Tuesday.
Sunday. Sometimes,
Um,
sometimes we'll use our Sunday live spot for YouTube as a recording day instead.
yeah. So
Um,
the plan is I might switch our times to Fridays on our upload. That way Tuesday I'll have time to edit the video and
right.
get it, cuz that's a pretty hard day when we
Yeah.
record on a Tuesday night and then I got to get the video out for
Yep. You can always
a
just do
Wednesday
Thursday
upload.
releases because I thought we were talking about maybe doing some more Facebook lives on Fridays once in
Yes.
a while too.
And that's the other
So,
thing. We are going to be probably rolling out some Facebook lives
yep.
um just to Sean actually left the room. Um
Wow. Wow. I think you did make him mad, Sean.
Yeah. But we're gonna be doing some Facebook lives, just to just for some more getting out there type stuff.
Hmm.
Hopefully, it helps
Yeah.
us out a little bit.
Hopefully, one of these days, once TikTok gets getting a hold of me, I can start joining you on our lives on TikTok too.
Yeah,
But you know,
we do game. So if you watch this episode later on, I'm gonna upload our gamer tags and stuff like that in. So
yep,
if you want to check us out, I'll also upload to Steam because sometimes we stream on Steam
yep.
just for the heck of it. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
You know, just whatever. One of these days, we got to get all our portfolios together and put them under one banner. You know,
Yeah, so
but
that way everybody knows
right.
where to find us and stuff. Usually I upload our TikTok and Facebook
Yep,
and
yep,
stuff,
yep, yep,
and
yep, yep.
the uploads on or the lives on Facebook is not going to be on our main page. It's going to actually be on my personal page,
Yep.
just because I mean my personal page is a little bit better than
Yep.
our
You're more
page right now.
popular with your personal page than
Yeah,
me.
then
So
well not than you than
no, bro.
our
No, I'm just saying. You see
then
my
well then our regular page.
right, right. Well, because we haven't had anybody growing it yet. So I
Yeah,
mean,
so we're gonna try to grow that.
yep.
But yeah, anyways, be safe out there, have
Yep.
fun, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Take care.